Welcome back, children. David and Goliath part 2. Children, now moving ahead to the next part of the video, that is in which we will be doing activities. Let's see the activity 2. Now I will be seeing it from my textbook that I have. Look at the first para of the story above. Find the word brandish. Can you guess its meaning? Brandishing is an action. Discuss with your friends what it could be. Draw a picture of David brandishing the sling in a circle above the head. Okay. Now brandish means what? To wave something in air in an aggressive or excited mode. Suppose I am having this mask of mine. I am moving it ahead on my head in an excited mode. I am happy. See, I am laughing. So I am doing it in an excited mode. But when we say it to the David's point of view, he was brandishing his sling in which the stone was kept in a very aggressive manner, because his target was to kill Goliath, and his target was to kill the hungry lion or a bear which comes to his way when he is grazing his sheep. So what have used to happen? Brandishing means to wave something in air in an aggressive or in an excited way. And now we know the meaning of brandish. Now over here they are saying brandishing is an action. Discuss with your friends what it could be and draw a picture of David brandishing a sling in a circle above his head. So if you assume me as a David, then, and in this part if you want, this is a box where you have to draw the picture of David. So if you want to draw the picture of David, what would be the position in which you will drawing? Suppose I am standing and I am doing brandishing the sling in the air. So this should be the position of David in which you will be drawing a picture over here. Okay, so this is a homework, because you just need to draw a picture of David brandishing the sling. Okay, let's move ahead to activity 3. Activity 3, given below in the story of Radha. Given below is the story of Radha. Work with friend, find words that will meaningfully fill the gaps in the story below. Now see children, this is a very simple activity. We have done the same activity when we were doing that chapter 1. Okay, over there we have done the dialoguing, in which we have fill in the blanks, the dialogue. But over here there are some words which are been missing, so that we will be doing it over here. I will be also sending you the PDF of it. Okay, but I will also read out from it. See, Radha dashed to be a lawyer. So Radha wanted to be a lawyer. Everyone thought she would dash a fool. So everyone thought she was a fool. I'll be reading it from my textbook that I have. It's little difficult for me to read it like this. Okay. Some student made fun of her all the time, but Radha never said a word to any one of them. One day a teacher, one day a new teacher came to her school. She said, the students, don't underestimate anyone. Even a small person is capable of greatness. Suddenly Radha was filled with courage. She made a promise to herself, I will never be afraid. She went to principal's office and complained against those students. The principal punished them and they never made fun of her again. Children, this is the entire activity in which you have to fill the blanks with the meaningful words. Though the words are not given here, I have read this entire passage for you, and I will be also sending the textbook PDF to you all. Okay, so let's move ahead and do activity 4. Now share your answers with another pair. Check if your answers match there. Now over here you have, since this seems to be a group activity, you have to share the answers with your friends. So we will skip this activity as we cannot do. We'll move to activity 5. Let's continue the story which we have already done and I have already explained you. Now over here the most important thing in this activity is read the phrase made a promise and find out the meaning. Make 2 sentences using this phrase. Made a promise means what? Given a word to someone. Okay, you have given a word to someone saying that I will do this for you. Okay, so to make a promise or to made a promise, that means you are giving a word that you will be doing something for them. So let's make a sentences out of it. So a teacher made a promise to give a prize to the best student, the one who will behave well in the class. A teacher made a promise to the students who would behave well in the class, or to the best student. Second sentence we can make, I made a promise to my daughter that if you score good marks in class, I will be gifting you a bicycle. Next sentence it can be, a mother made a promise to a child that she will be coming home early from office. So these are the sentences which we can make using this phrase. Okay, so I will be sending you the PDF of this also. Okay, now activity 6. In this activity 6 they are asking, what do you think happened? Did David win? Did Goliath kill David? Write at the end of the story in 3 to 5 sentences. So children, yes, definitely at the end of the story David won the entire challenge which was given to him by Goliath and by the king, that whosoever would kill this giant, he will be marrying his daughter and will be the richest person in the Israel. And the end Goliath was being killed by David by the stones he kept, and he rolled in his swing. So yes, he died because that stone hit the Goliath in between his 2 eyes, and he didn't got a time to get over with it, and by that time David took the huge sword and he cut the head of the Goliath and he kept it in the feet of the king. So yes, in 3 to 5 sentences you have to write it over here. So I have discussed this thing with you. I will be sending you the PDF too. We will move ahead. They have given this activity bubble, dialogue bubbles. Okay, in activity 8 what did they say? Read the story and find out, write it in the appropriate bubble speech. So they have given this bubbles over here. So one has to write the dialogue of David and one has to write the dialogue of Goliath. So we have to find it out from the part 1, part 2, part 3, and then we have to see the dialoguing of David and Goliath and we have to write it in the sequence. I think this bubble speech is having a little less space to write, so we will writing this activity in the notebook. Okay, so I will be sending you the PDF of it. And this, so the 2 dialogues are there. David's father, here we have to write the dialogue of David's father and David's king, and here we have to write the dialogue of David and Goliath. So there are 4 characters and the dialoguing of these 4 characters need to be written. Children, I would expect you to give a try to it, write it on your own. I will be sending you the PDF through which you can cross check the thing. Then in activity 9, imagine that after defeating Goliath, David wants to throw a party. So he invites his best friend Samson. Read the dialogue and fill the gaps with the word you think are appropriate. Okay, so then now this is the extension of the story that we are doing, in which they are saying that after killing the Goliath, David wants to give a party to his friend Samson, and we have to again fill these blanks with the appropriate word. So let's read it. Samson. David, David, what a fight. You were amazing. David, did you see how Goliath fell down at the end? Samson, I know, my brother told me. I know, my brother told me. You killed him with his own sword. David, oh yeah. How dare he came and challenge us? Samson, party, party. David, yes, of course. Where do you want to go? Samson, let's go to, where we will go? It has been long time now, we have not gone anywhere. So, let's go to riverfront and have a party. We can write anything no, over here. So, on a lighter note, I can take you all to riverfront. It is nearby only and it's a nice soothing place to have a picnic. Okay. So, we will go to riverfront and we'll have party. Now, this Samson is an imaginary character. So, we can write anything of our age. Okay. So, this was a continue the dialogue between David and his friend. Now, you can write the dialogue, you can write 4 dialogues. That means David is saying something and Samson is saying something. So, you can extend this dialogue in your notebook if you want to. I would request you to extend it. Why? Because it is a good practice of writing dialogues. Okay. Now, we will move to the next activity, that is answer the following question in your own words. I will be sending you the PDFs of Activity 10. Guru Drona was a teacher of the Pandavas. There are many interesting anecdotes related to the lesson he taught to the Pandavas. Enact any one of them in the classroom. Okay. So, now in this activity it is saying that Guru Drona was a teacher of Pandava. And there are many interesting anecdotes, means small interesting stories related to each other. So, then he has anecdote. So, over here they are expecting that Guru Drona, being a teacher of Pandavas, there are many small stories, interesting stories that are related to each other and related to the lessons that he has taught to Pandavas. So, one has to pick up any one story or incidents and one need to enact them or play or do a role play in the classroom. Now, since this is a role play thing of the incidents of Guru Drona and Pandavas, and so this can be done in the school itself. So, we are not doing this activity, and over here we are completing our chapter 5, David and Goliath. Okay, thank you.